A very good morning, dear children. Today we are going to begin the last chapter of your supplementary, that is An Alien Hand. So, children, before we begin the explanation, let me give you some information about the two spacecrafts, that is Viking 1 and Viking 2. Children, you know about NASA, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. So, NASA's Viking mission to Mars was composed of two spacecraft, that is Viking 1 and Viking 2, and each consisted of an orbiter and a lander. And the primary objectives of these spacecraft was to receive the sample of the Mars to see if there were any possible sign of life on Mars. Okay, so children, Viking 1, it was launched on, you can see Viking 1 was launched on 20th August 1975, and it arrived at Mars on 19 June 1976. And Viking 2, the second spacecraft, it was launched on 9 September 1975, and it entered Mars orbit on 17 August 1976. Okay, so children, let's move towards explanation. Okay, so children, this story is about a small boy named Tilu who lives in Mars. He lived with his parents beneath the surface of Mars under some artificial conditions. And Tilu, he had never seen the sun or the stars, and his father went to his work daily from an underground passage. Children, Tilu was forbidden to go there. That means he was not allowed to go there, and go there means to an underground passage where his father used to go daily. But he became very curious that why he was stopped to go there. So one day he just found an opportunity and he stole his father's security card, which granted him the access to the passage. So he walked along the passage and reached a big door. And when he reached the big door, he saw the slot. So there he inserted the card in the slot, that is a hole, and then that card, it came from the another slot. And so he collected the slot card from the another slot, and he opened the door and he came to an underground tunnel, which led to the surface of the planet. Okay, so from the underground tunnel he came to the surface of the planet, but the security persons, they caught him, and they came to know from which place he belongs. So they just took him back home. The staff took Tilu back home, and when his mother, she came to know that about him, she became very furious. She got very angry, and she became very angry, and his father explained Tilu. He told Tilu that an ordinary person cannot survive on the surface because the air is too thin to breathe and the temperature is too cold. Okay, that is why they are living in the under the planet. Okay, they are not living on the surface because on the surface it was very difficult to survive because the air, it was too difficult to breathe. It was very thin. Okay, so it was very difficult to breathe, and the temperature was also too cold. So father also told Tilu that when he goes out to work, he goes well equipped with spacesuit, oxygen, warm boats, and clothes. So when the son questioned father, then how do you go when it's very risky day? It's not safe for us. Then father, how do you go there? So he explained that he goes with some equipment, okay, with some suit, okay, wearing oxygen mask and warm boots and warm clothes, okay, which make him comfortable in that atmosphere. So he has also been trained to survive there, and his father also told him that their forefathers lived on the surface for millions of years. Okay, and what he told, he also told that but then the sun gave warmth and light to the planet, but slowly the balance of nature got upset. So father told that grandfathers, they did live on the planet, but at that time what happened, the sun, it gave warmth to the planet, but slowly, what happened, children? The balance of nature, it got upset, and the birds, animals, and fishes became extinct. Okay, and man, they managed to stay alive underground. Okay, before people, they did live on the surface also, because at that time they used to get the heat of the sun, but now everything became imbalance. Okay, and every all the living creatures, they got extincted, and that is why now man, they have managed to live underground in some artificial conditions, and they produced power from sunlight. And Tilu's father's job was to keep the machines on the surface in working condition. Tilu understood everything, and now he decided to be like his father when he grew up. Okay. After this, what happens, children? Next day, Tilu's father found a crowd watching the big TV screen, which showed that something from the other planet was heading towards them. Okay. And everyone wondered about the strangers in that spacecraft. So they saw the spacecraft that was heading towards them, and everyone was wondering like who would be in the spacecraft. So the president, he announced that it had been reported that two spacecrafts were approaching them, and a conference, a conference is a meeting. So a conference was called to decide what to do with these aircrafts. Okay, so two aircrafts were heading them, so a meeting was called to decide what to do with these two aircrafts. So it was decided that they would adopt a wait and watch policy. Okay, they would not take any action, just they would wait and watch it. Okay, because these spacecrafts were unmanned. Okay, unmanned means there was no one inside, we don't know them. And Tilu also accompanied his father to the control room. He saw the Tilu accompanied his father. Accompanied means went along with his father to the control room, and there he saw the aircrafts landing and one mechanical hand collecting soil. And there was a mechanical hand which was collecting soil. He saw all this in from the aircrafts. Okay, from the control room, he saw that the in the aircrafts, it was the aircrafts, it was landing, and one mechanical hand was collecting soil. And Tilu suddenly, what he did, he pressed a red button, and the hand stopped working. Okay, before the hand which was working to collect for soil from the ground, it stopped working. So on earth, a press conference was held. Okay, so there was a press conference, a meeting was held, and the scientists told that a sudden defeat had developed in the mechanical hand, which had been made to work again. And it was then that Viking mission scientists concluded that there were no signs of life on Mars. Okay, so at last it was concluded that the scientists concluded that there were no sign of life on Mars. Okay, so the children, this was all about the chapter, and hope you have understood. Okay, children, thank you. Have a nice day. Goodbye, children.